Hello, Houston, and welcome to the Rucker Show. Today in studio, we have the wonderful Miss Andrea Everline and her R3fuel team. Hailing from Houston, Texas, Miss Everline has ridden the wave of adversity. Her track was far from clear, as calamity would continue for years to come. The source of her strength reigns from the Almighty and through her parents. The sixth born of 9 to Johnny Faye and Ronald Anthony, Miss Everline was raised in a home surrounded by love. At the tender age of 13, her family lost its shine. Her mother's battle with breast cancer ended after a decade. The next chapter of Andrea's life included heartache, basketball, and motherhood, all of which led to a life of fortitude. In 2008, Andrea Everline founded Andrea's Hope. It was her intent and successful carryout to bridge the gap in the homeless community. Andrea continues to serve America's homeless as she committed to building the strength and upholding the foundation of the community. The altruistic philanthropist discovered a way to incorporate her passion, purpose, and privilege in 2015 when she founded R3fuel. Since then, Miss Everline continues to culminate and cultivate healing through art and fitness. While her clientele range from regal women to unemployed men, Miss Everline's work ethic and follow-through do not waver. In an evidence that of her endeavors, motherhood is her most victorious. The relationship she has with her son is proof that love reigns. Andrea's faith, love, and hope are proof that anything is possible, and she's ready to better the world in all her touches. Houston, let's welcome Miss Andrea Everline, and you connected to the Rucker Show.
Thank you for tuning into the Rucker Show. And again, you just heard Elle read that dictation. I'm going to call it a dictation. From Miss Everline. I got to redo my bio. So, how you doing, Miss Everline?
I'm well, and yourself?
I'm pretty good.
I'm good.
And you got a team of people in here. I thought I was going, and we got, what's your name? We got Sydney in the house.
Sydney is my corporate developer. She's helping me with building my corporation.
All right.
We have Stephanie right there. She is my PR. We also have Ashley. She is my web developer. And these are my two right-hand men. They actually we've created R3fuel together.
Right.
So
their names? What's your name?
This is Damien. And Damien has a success story within himself. And he actually lost over 150 pounds, Damien. Yeah, so... Yeah, he has his own success story. Damien is, he is on a roll. Reza, he is also my right-hand man. Reza has a very long very long resume. I'm sorry, not record. Very long resume of being in the business, from playing minor baseball to also doing boxing with amateurs, and now he is doing it with R3fuel. So,
okay. Now tell us, what is R3fuel?
Okay, so R3fuel is a fitness company that is restoring, and rejuvenating the neighborhoods and communities around the world. I'm actually international right now. I live in Saudi Arabia. So when I come home, my objective is to bring some things that I learned, and also to continue to fuel people's lives through what I'm being taught, but also, more importantly, to restore some things in the communities that I feel that are lost. So R3fuel is definitely a fitness company that is bigger than fitness. We do more than just fitness. We're about restoring people's lives and rejuvenating them in such a magnificent way by the way we live our lives.
Okay. Now, when you say restoring lives beyond fitness, give me an example of what you're talking about.
For example, Damien, for instance, Damien is he's a product of R3fuel. And so he has completely restored his life. I've completely restored my life. And when I say restore, I mean some things that we have lost in our past that we are now taking control and being responsible as advocates of our company, and saying that, hey, we really, really want to show you how you can be creators of your life and create the life that you desire. So restoring things that was lost once before.
Mm-hmm. Now, Damien, she says you have a story. So tell us a little bit about that.
Yeah. It's a little story.
Little story. All right, well, come on, tell us.
Story.
Just give us a little snippet of it. What's going on?
It started over 300 pounds, probably about 5 years ago.
Mm-hmm.
Came home, was dealing with a lot of things, depression, not knowing why things were going on with my real father. So life kind of wore me out a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Came home, got rejuvenated, found out I was overweight.
Okay.
So I had to make that change.
So what connected you and Ms. Everline?
Well, we went to college together, so we've known each other for quite some time. Saw it through social media. We talked. She was doing a boot camp. I had started my fitness journey, so why not? I always love to support people that I'm connected with, so that's how I got started.
Okay. So you getting started with her just to get your fitness back, and she says R3fuel is beyond just fitness. So how has her company and herself impacted everything about yourself?
One of the main things is fear.
Okay.
That was one of my biggest, I guess you can say, obstacles.
Okay.
Just getting out of my own way.
Okay.
Like I said, I guess you can say depression, dealing with things. I've dealt with coming to love my dad, even telling him that now. I've learned to just go for whatever it is that I feel I need to go for.
Okay.
So just getting out my own way, getting that strength.
Okay. Okay. And Evelyn, what made you decide to use fitness? Because I definitely, you can tell you work out. So what made you decide to use fitness beyond? What? You can tell. So what made you decide to use R3fuel more than just a fitness?
Well, simply because I've been bigger than fitness before, and I think fitness has been a part of me my whole entire life.
Okay.
And so I know that fitness is such, it's one of those things that people get a part of that they have issues sticking with. And I remember doing the things in the community for the homeless, and I was like, this is not attractive, right? And so as much as everybody was saying how great of a job I was doing, it wasn't really about me anyway, but I couldn't get volunteers consistently. And so I was like, you know what? I do fitness as well. I'm a trainer, so I'm gonna collab it in my own little way, onto where I'm still gonna be able to give back to the community, give back to people, open up opportunities, employment, etc., to help my communities. And I'm gonna do it all through fitness. And I'm just using really fitness as a platform to do that. And so fitness, honestly, R3fuel is, when I say it is bigger than fitness. Right now, we're working on, some magnificent stuff to be able to not only hire trainers, but to hire people to put them in positions on investing also in their own companies.
Now, how has your journey in fitness changed your mindset about your body?
I'm gonna be honest with you. I let my body take shape however it's gonna take shape. I don't stress myself out about it. The fitness part for me, it's a stress reliever. And it also allows me to go deeper than like this morning when I was running on the treadmill. I can be honest with you, I got lost when I was running on the treadmill. Running on the treadmill now has become such a habit of mine, to where when I'm running on the treadmill, that is praise and worship time for me. So when I'm running on the treadmill, I'm literally giving all worship and praise to God during that moment in time, and I'm thanking Him, and that's when my most creative thoughts come into play whenever I'm working out, because I'm exhausted, one, and then two, I go into it as if, girl, this is your company. And so if you don't leave it in here this morning, nobody else is. And so I challenge myself in my workouts. And my workouts are definitely something to where I push myself as if I'm working in my company as an employee.
Same question for you. How has your working out changed your mindset for your body?
Well, they say the last place you lose weight is in your eyes. So it's an everyday struggle. Like you said, it's just being mentally strong.
Okay.
So if I don't do it, then I know I'm letting myself down. I'm letting myself go back to what I used to be. Okay. So it's a purpose behind it.
Now, how does it mean, you say used to be, so how does R3fuel and Everline keep you?
Everline,
Everline,
L.
My bad.
No,
you gave me a whole new name. The problem is, I give it to everybody.
Got you.
So
you can call me whatever you want, Al.
There you go.
No, we cannot.
No, you cannot, Everline.
Everline?
Yes.
What was I calling you, Evelyn?
Evelyn, I have no clue who that is neither. I'm just like, who
I do it
is
to
that?
everybody. Man, look, don't even pay attention to what they talking about. Go ahead, finish asking the question.
Who's this as far as the R3fuel?
Yeah, I mean, tell me the focus point. I mean, how do you stay focused on that standpoint?
Well, a little secret that I have that I don't really share with everybody is I hear Miss Everline's voice every day. I can remember the phone call we had. Well, it was a FaceTime a couple of years ago, and hey man, you're not doing what you need to be doing. You say you were supposed to be reaching this and reaching that, and I took that. Some people would have took it and ran with it. Like, I'm not fooling with her. She wrong, but she was right.
Okay.
So it's just being honest. Like you said, refueling. She refueled me.
Okay.
And from that phone call right there, it was
And kept you
a
motivated.
complete turnaround.
Okay. Now we're gonna talk to Mr. Quiet Man over there. He's
questions.
smooth. He's smooth. You ain't had a chance yet.
Yeah, I have no question.
Introduce yourself so everybody understand who we talking to now.
Okay, my name is Ray Robinson. Everybody know me as Razor.
Look.
He's smooth. Okay.
I'm one of the founders and sponsored athletes of R3fuel.
Okay.
So I've been with her from the beginning.
Okay. Now what's your background?
My background, well, I got a degree in kinesiology with a minor in sports management. So I've wanted to do this my whole life. I ain't one of these people that came along, got a certificate, decided to turn a trainer. This is what I wanted to do from the beginning. I went to school for this, everything. So I kind of got off track. I got into a different field. And Miss Everline, I've known her probably like 10 years.
Okay.
And one day, just one day, man, I was downtown at Fondy working out. I haven't seen her in years. I don't even recall how long. It was a long time. So she walks in the gym. Well, this young lady, this beautiful young lady walks in the gym. And I'm doing my lats pull down. She walking out. I'm like, 100, 101. And she walks up to me and she give me like a little kiss on the cheek and she give me a hug. She walks out. I'm like, man, who's that? I know her. So, you know, I didn't recall who he was at first. So I kept my workout going and I looked out the door in the back and I saw her again. I was like, oh my God, that's Andrea. So it kind of threw me a little bit because the last time I saw her, she was real big. I mean, just saying.
No, I was.
She was real big. So when I saw her, she was nice, trim, looking fit. So it kind of threw me off. And she walked back in and she asked me, she was like, hey, I want to start a boot camp. I'm wondering if you want to come along. I know you're a trainer. I've been watching you volunteering with these people this whole time. So why don't you come out here and help me out? Let's, give back to the community. And I told her, yeah, man, no problem. But she took the yeah, man, no problem. Like, yeah, just move from me. But it wasn't like that. This is my demeanor. If I give you my word, yeah, it's bond. That's it. We good. We gone. And from day one, we showed up, what, 3 of us?
It was like, yeah,
4 of us. And all of us were trainers. Like, what are people like? And from then, it just took off, man. From 3 people to packing the park, man. Like, so it's been a nice and interesting journey, man. And we go a ways back. So it's been good to see the growth, man.
Now, L wants to know where you from.
Oh, I'm from the Virgin Islands, man. Home of Tim Duncan, recently retired.
Okay. Okay.
That's big bro.
Big bro.
Ms. Everline, explain the refuel movement.
Okay. Well, this boy,
I know you got to come behind him.
Exactly. Okay, so let me just give you a rundown of exactly what happens when you come out on a Saturday. So on Saturdays when you come out, the first thing we do is pray. God is my center, and I always give people the option, if you're not a believer, you don't have to join in on prayer. So we pray. I usually start with the word of motivation, because that is when everyone's listening. And so I usually try to pump them up. And most importantly, then we start our workout. And during our workout, I want my trainers, my goal is with my trainers, is that I want them to understand why I started this. I started this because I was heavier. And even when he met me, I still was heavier than this. And so he might thought I was fit, but I was still heavy. I wasn't as fit, right? So anyways, let's get to anyways, to sum it up, Al, I understand how hard it is when when people are intimidated at boot camps. First off, they see a lot of fit people, and I want people of all walks of life to be out there and understand that I don't care if it takes you 10 minutes to get up this hill. We're gonna do it together. And so that stronger together part is what I implement at my camps, is because when you leave here, when you leave my camp, and I want them to understand that it is bigger than fitness. This stronger together, no one left behind. Razor, Damien, and any trainer that I bring on board with me totally understand. We don't finish until everyone's finished, because I believe in life. That is what has has crippled so many of my people, and it's because of I forget about pulling him with me. So me having an honest moment with my brother Damien is me saying, I'm not leaving you behind. Like, I see you slipping. I need you to get yourself together because we got work to do, and we got a lot of work to do. And I think that is what we give at those camps. The camp is honestly the mission behind the fuel, and that's what I have on those shirts. That is just to tap into the community part. But what we do on a regular basis, I mean, this is our lives. It's not outside of fitness, from mentoring programs to everything. This is what we do. And so we have one-on-one conversations, and we build relationships with these people. Hundreds of people we build relationships with. We used to have like 200-something people come out to one camp. I don't know whose camp is doing that in Houston. Yeah. You know, so this summer has been one of the most challenging because I've been dealing with a lot over at Herman. But for the most part, I can tell you this, Al, when people leave my camp, and when I say it's the fuel behind the mission, that is the only place I get to come home in the summer to vibe with my communities, to vibe in my city. And that summer is where I leave it all out, and I let them know, hey, we finna do this together. And the reason why I need your support is because this company is gonna not only help you, but it's also I'm willing to create some programs to where I can invest in your companies eventually. Okay. So that's why I say it's when I say it's bigger than fitness. What my web developer is working on right now is it's amazing. You know, we research from every company that's around, and we put our own twist to it, and that's what we have coming out now, to where we can also fuel communities, not only now, but to come, you know, so that's what we're looking forward to. And I want to put these two guys that's sitting next to me, I just told Razor this in the Galleria yesterday. I said, you know, I totally feel responsible for you guys because, one, you've been loyal to me for years. I got to take care of y'all. Your family is my family. So if I can't fuel you in order for you to fuel your family one day, I feel some type of way. So I'm not pulling by myself. You know, these two guys, they're pulling with me. My team is pulling with me. And so that's why they're here. That's why we all in uniform. We on one accord at all times. You know, they get it, you know, they get it. And so I try to implement that same program and that same mentality at my camps. You know why people are in the same shirt? I'm going to tell you why. You didn't even ask me that. But I'm going to tell you why, Al. I'm going to tell you why. People are in the same shirts simply because one, I didn't know how God was going to make. I really prayed about, God, how am I going to put people in my clothing line, right? And it worked out the first camp, right? That was a miracle. That was a blessing, okay? Because people were just like, oh, I'm putting on this shirt. They love the packaging. From everything was detailed. From quotes to quote cards, everything was so detailed. But the reason why people are in that shirt is because it has a 3 on the front of it. And that 3 stands for something. It's the Father, the Son, and the Holy Ghost. Okay. And so those are the things I stand on. That is who I stand on. That is my center. So when we move as a unit. And we can't move as a unit if I'm just moving by myself, you know? So that's why I have everybody, when we're all out there, we're in uniform because we're moving as one accord. So when you looking around, you don't see what he has on. You don't see his Nike shirt. You don't see his brand. You see 3s. That's it. Because we're moving, and those are the things that I say, grip her hand, Razor, pull up the heel, because that's what we do. We do everything together. Everything together.
Well, I feel motivated. What you do? No. We're going to take a break in a few minutes. Well, we're going to take a break now, right? That's what we're doing? All right. We're going to take a break. Be back in a few minutes.
As always, the Al Rucker Show is brought to you by Midtown Bail Bonds. No bond is too big or too small. Open 24 hours for your convenience. Give us a call at 713-752-BOND. That's 713-752-2663. And we'll be back with more of the Al Rucker Show. Dolce Ultra Lounge and Bistro is a proud participant in Houston Restaurant Weeks. Be sure to hashtag Dine Out and Do Good this August 1st through September 5th. To make reservations and for more details, please visit www.dolcehouston.com or give us a call at 832-427-1526. And welcome back to the Al Rucker Show.
Thank you for tuning back into the Al Rucker Show. And again, we have R3fuel by Miss Everline. Everybody saw I was messing her name up. Miss Everline, Mr. Smooth, and
I'm just here.
You just here?
Baby D.
I'm cool.
And and Mr. Cool, he's just here. As they say, Baby D. Yeah. We were just talking to Miss off the air. We was talking, and one of the questions I had for Miss Everline was, I don't know if you remember at the beginning of the show, she said she lives in Saudi Arabia, right?
Yes.
So what made you decide to move? What took you to Saudi Arabia?
Ooh, that I can't say because it's
Okay.
very, very private. But I can say this.
Okay.
I can say this. I work with royals. I work with a royal in Saudi Arabia.
Okay.
So
Okay.
that's and we can.
So just work. Just all you have to just say
That's
work.
it. Yeah, I
Okay.
work.
Yeah, just say work.
I work.
Just work. Work took you to Saudi Arabia.
Work took me to Saudi Arabia.
And in the summertime, you come back for your camps.
Yes.
Okay. So tell me about the camp. So the summertime, you said you got another one coming up in September.
September. I have a 4-week. It's called it's a reform camp. We're only accepting 25 people, and it is for 4 weeks. And it starts next week, actually, the first week of September on Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday.
Okay.
So it's 3 days a week, and then I give you also 2 Saturdays out of the month of September to also get a 4th workout in.
Okay. Now tell me about the camps, because you say R3fuel is more than just fitness.
Mm-hmm.
So if I come to a camp, what can somebody expect when they come to the camp?
Okay, so you get your gift first off.
Okay.
You get the equipment to have for the camp. You also, and I don't want to say everything because you know how that goes. But then you also get a specialized nutritional plan based off your blood type.
Okay.
We make you go do everything, and so you base it off your blood type. Or if you don't want to do that, we do have generic ones, right?
Okay.
That's on you. Another one is I have something that's called the garbage man. And we go in your home. If you want it, you have to sign up for it, of course. So we go in your home. We show you exactly how to reorganize your cabinets, get your foods together. We do a weekly check-in with you. There's so much more that's part of this
Wow, I
camp.
see.
So that's why it is. That's why we can only accept 25 people because we're truly helping you change your whole lifestyle. Once a week with me, we'll do a Bible study as well if you want to join, and because I believe that's your temple. So we'll do that once a week. So 4 weeks, we'll have 4 weeks of Bible study, once out of the week, the days that you're off, if you choose to, in a location that we choose.
Okay.
We don't get a location until we send the emails out.
Okay.
So there's different things because so that's the part, that's the reason why I said it's called a reform camp, is because we're reforming everything. We're transforming your whole outlook, body, spirit, mental, physically, all of that stuff.
Okay. So how many camps during the summer? Because you say you got another one starting in September. So how many camps during the summer do you actually have?
10. I have 10 set for 2.5 months. We do 10 camps. Yeah. So we do it for the whole summer for 2 months. So we started in July. So July, August, and then we ended September. Our last camp is September 3rd, this Saturday.
Mm-hmm.
Coming.
Wow.
Not this Saturday, but next Saturday. I'm sorry.
Okay. So what is the cost of your camp?
There's no cost. It's just you pay for the T-shirt. It's $30. So technically you get 10 camps, and it is $3 for each camp if you start at the beginning. You just pay for the shirt. All we ask is that you come in uniform. That's it.
Wow. You hear that, Ben?
Yeah.
Ben is speechless.
During the week, there is a cost, but during on my Saturdays, there's no cost at all.
Mm-hmm. I'm stuck right there.
Why?
So why? So why is no cost?
I'm about my community. That's the least I can do.
Yeah.
And I mean, God has been so good to me. I get to do things, and I got to come back and sow those seeds. It's necessary. So it's no cost at all. It's never been about the money to us.
Yeah. Well, no, I see that. I see that.
Yeah, no, it's not about the money to us.
So do you compete?
No.
You don't compete?
No.
Do any of your trainers compete?
No.
No. So these are all trainers besides Mr. Smooth that.
And also the trainers that I bring in, I do have trainers that I do bring in. Those trainers are not necessarily, they're just a part of my summer program for that moment. But these are my guys.
Okay.
Like we do this together.
Mm-hmm.
So no, none of my trainers that I have on my staff compete at all.
Now, who inspires you in the fitness industry and why?
Ooh, who inspires me?
Or inspired.
Who what?
Who inspires you or inspired you?
Oh, who inspired me? To be honest, Al, I've been in fitness since I was a kid. That's all I know.
Mm-hmm.
That's the truth. I have 6 brothers. This all I know. I don't know anything else. I've been in sports, basketball, track my whole entire life. And I think after I had my son, that's when I kind of lost myself a little bit. But for the most part, this is all I know. This is all my family knows. If you look at my family, from cousins there that playing ball in the lead, or this is what we do. We have gyms. We have gyms in Atlanta. We got gyms in Austin. From family, like, this is what we do. I don't know anything else but fitness. And so to be inspired is my family inspires me because this is really all I do.
So tell us about your philosophy on love, life, and giving back.
Love, life, and giving back. I remember philosophy. Love, life, and giving back. Okay. What's my philosophy?
You want some time? Let's start with
Yeah,
Mr.
start
Smooth.
smooth.
Let's start with Mr. Smooth.
What's the question again?
Tell us about your philosophy on love, life, and giving back.
Philosophy, love, life, and giving back. Giving back, let me start with that. That seems like the easiest right now. Okay, giving back, I just feel like if you're able, like she said, we've been doing it for a while, and we started just to give back, to create awareness in the community. Because when you create awareness in the community, then, the parents could take that to their kids, and, you create something good. And, that was the main reason, that was the main reason for the camps, and that's how I feel about giving back. And what was the other one? Love. And life? Life. Shit, I live life, I must say, like, in the moment, man. I live life in the moment, and I've learned that patience and hard work can take you a long ways, man. Sometimes you just need to keep your head down, keep working, and once that door presents itself, that's when you walk through the door. Shoot, it might be a window, and that's when you go through the window, but you just have to keep working, keep your head down, and it's going to present itself, man, especially if you're doing something or you're doing something that you're passionate about and you know what you're doing, especially if you know what you're doing. Just keep working, keep pushing, man. Get better, keep learning. Once it presents itself, the opportunity going to present, and then you take that chance.
All right, so I see you saved the best for last.
Well, love is a little tricky. But as far as it comes, like my people right here, I got mutual love for them, man. Okay, but love, well, what can I say, man? I just feel that, there's somebody for everybody, and there's always people. There's always somebody out there. There's always somebody out there that makes you better, that inspires you.
Who makes you better?
Well, I got my little shorty. Yeah, she does. She does, and I mean, she makes you better because you feel you funnier. No, for real though. Like, she makes you better. She makes you funnier. You're more inspired. You're a little more creative. You wake up in the morning with a little more zest. It's different little things. So you got to find that person. When you find that person, man, because that's when you tell your homeboy, look here, man, I'm gonna have to chill another time. So. It makes a little difference, but that's how I feel about love. Once you find that person, it is, because they move you differently and you act differently. So
Okay. All right, Mr. Cool, Lil D.
I can't follow that.
No, you got it.
Philosophy, love. For me personally, it starts with loving myself first.
Okay.
That was a big issue with me, and that was, like I said, just stemming from not really understanding, that biological father issue and whatnot, but. Through the process of the life change, the journey, I've come to love and care for myself a whole lot more than what I was. So that's where it starts for me. So now that I'm better in that area, I think I'm able to give the love that somebody else needs and requires. So,
all right. So what about your philosophy on life?
Life, you gotta find that purpose. A lot of people go through life looking for that purpose, not knowing what it is they want to do, how they want to do it, but when you find it, you'll find it. That's why I try to tell a couple of young people at my job, like, what are your goals? Is this what you want to do for the rest of your life? If not, what is it you want to do? And then let's put a plan together on how we can reach that. So it's just finding purpose.
Okay.
Once you find it, I think life is a lot easier.
And then the giving back part.
Giving back, I think that's a must.
Okay.
So the years that you are on this earth, the things that you get from other people, the things that you learn, you have no right to hold it to yourself.
Okay.
You have to share that. Like, I have to give myself to somebody else to make somebody else better.
Okay. All right. Miss.
Okay. So, no, because
She ready to dive into it.
not really.
No.
Love. Okay, so let me start with love. Love is just my son right now. So my son is love to me, and so that's what I focus on the most.
Okay.
Is loving on him and providing a great life for him. Yeah. Life. Life.
That's that Saudi Arabia question.
No. I don't go into details.
It was for me to open up
It
about
ain't like
that.
that.
It's not even that important.
She said it ain't that important. So we gonna let it be.
You know, when it gets important, you'll know. I have something on my left hand. You know, when it gets really important. But no, love is my son.
Okay,
Love is my son. We're gonna leave it at that. And then
The left hand.
and you get it right.
Put that ring on.
Yeah, put it on there. Gotta put it on there.
That pressure.
Okay.
That pressure. Yeah.
Life is it's literally just me. It's my now. Me living it literally the best way I know how at that moment in time. And so that's what I live off of my life for is my now is what really matters because it's gonna fuel everything else in my future. And my decisions I make now is what really matters in my life. So that's my philosophy on life is refueling your now in order for you to be able to have fun in your future. Giving back is a must. I have to. I think God has had so much grace and mercy on me to where I don't have a choice, you know. So by me being in the position that I'm in now, there is nothing in this world that I would, even when I didn't have it, I was giving back. Because I believe that's a seed that my mother sowed in me, and I gotta keep doing that because I don't believe that it is like Damien said. Our blessings are not for us to keep to ourselves. Of course, we're supposed to take care of ourselves. And,
definitely.
you know, definitely take care of yourself. I ain't saying give everything away, but what I'm saying is to me that's tithing. When I'm tithing, I'm giving back to the community or I'm helping somebody. So to me, I'm definitely giving back is a must. You have to be able to. Your blessings is not for you.
Okay. All right. So
to keep by yourself.
I'm gonna keep it simple. So what do you hope to accomplish in the future with your camps?
Well, my camp
beyond what you've already done.
With just my camps or my company?
Overall, just
overall. Overall, I want to accomplish. I will put a dollar sign on it, but I'm not gonna put a dollar sign on it because it's never about the money. But I would like to accomplish, but I know that money fuels so many great things, and we do need money to make it grow bigger than what it is. So the fuel behind R3fuel is to have one of the biggest and largest, being the biggest competitive in the clothing company, that is another part of R3fuel as well. That's the objective of R3fuel, actually. And then also with the camps is just continuing to motivate communities, getting them knowledgeable on exactly what is going on in their community and about fitness and about nutrition, about cleansing out their soul, and that's what was really important for us. The mission behind R3fuel and the biggest thing that I can think about that I want to happen is for me to be able to see these guys next to me traveling the world with me, seeing my team travel the world with me, and being able to open up a corporation and seeing my name on that building and being able to understand that I can help people, I can employ people, and I can have a really big purpose behind it. And also be able, because the things that we're setting up now is for us to do that. It's for us to also be investors in our own company to where we're leaving the banks alone. We're teaching people how to do it in our company. Okay. So, yeah.
All right. Well, we're going to take a break, and when I get back, I want to talk about I want you to talk about some of the places you've traveled.
Okay.
And some of the things you experienced because of your career as a trainer.
Okay.
All right.
Cool.
If you're interested in more on Miss Andrea Everline, you can visit her across all social media, Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook at Andrea Everline, AndreaEverline. Also, for more information on the camp and her reform camp, visit R3fuel.org. And we'll be back with the Al Rucker Show. If you're interested in joining Miss Andrea Everline and the R3fuel team on her last free session, then you should get to Herman Park on September the 3rd. Remember, if you want to reach out to her on social media, she's on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook at Andrea Everline. That's AndreaEverline. And welcome back to the conclusion of the Al Rucker Show.
Thank you for tuning in to the Al Rucker Show. And again, we have Miss Everline and her R3fuel team. We left off with, I want to ask you, tell us some of the places you have traveled and some of the things you experienced because of your career as a trainer.
There's a lot of places I've traveled, but one of my favorite places I've traveled. Okay, I went to London. I've been in Egypt.
This is for training, correct?
This is for training, yes.
Okay.
Egypt, Beirut recently, Bahrain, Istanbul, Qatar, Doha. I've been so many places. One of my favorite places, though, is South Africa. Cape Town is one of my favorite places. I always say if I had the opportunity, I would live there. Or Durban. I love Durban as well. But South Africa is a beautiful place.
So when you're not doing the boot camps, you're a personal trainer.
Yeah, I have one client that I travel with.
One client.
Yes.
Who's this one client?
No, I can't tell you who the one client is.
I know. I'm just.
I can't tell you who the one client is, but I have one client.
I'm just asking. You know, she may slip up and say something.
No. But yeah, I have one client. Yeah, we travel.
Client. Yeah. You travel with him?
With her.
With her?
Yeah.
One client that she travels. I don't know. Actor?
I don't know who she is.
Smooth, who she is?
I don't know.
You don't know, D?
I couldn't tell you.
They trying to stay on the team.
They're trying to
That's right. Us about love, man. First lesson I learned about love.
That's my love.
Later.
Y'all are crazy. Okay, so back to the with the camp part. What impressed me the most was what?
You're silly, nothing.
I'm trying to. That's my job. I'm supposed to ask.
Thank you. You made us laugh.
Great job. They crazy. Why y'all always we spoke? You know, they over here on some other stuff. We go through this all the time. back to what we were talking about with the camp. When you said when they join the camp, you guys come into the home, and you call it garbage bin.
Yeah.
And then so you have a nutritionist on the team that
I do.
Okay. And how do
she can't be here neither? She's pregnant, but I do have a nutritionist.
So how do people react with that? You actually come in at home.
They have to ask for it. If that's something, one thing that we're not gonna do is tell you that's the only way you can sign up. But if they want that, if they need that help, we're definitely gonna give them that help. And so us coming in, it's being their accountability partners for that 4 weeks, and that's an element that I wanted to add to my 4-week programs because I felt like it's easy for me to give you a nutritional plan, but if I don't see what's in your cabinet that's tempting you, it's kind of hard for you go home and you're like, yeah, I ate all my. Well, why are you not losing weight? You know, so it kind of we go in and we definitely are your accountability partners for sure. You know, if you want that, we give you that, and we are checking in with you weekly. And so we come in, we make sure we even go grocery shopping. Well, I even go grocery shopping with them. So that way it's scheduled. That's why I say I can only handle 25 people. Yeah. And so because I want to make sure it's very detailed, how I'm running the camp, I'm very hands-on. I have two other trainers with me. And not these guys, but 2 other female trainers with me because I feel like people feel more comfortable with females. Okay. So there'll be 2 other female trainers and 1 nutritionist actually. And so we go in and we clean up pretty much. Okay. And we go grocery shopping. There's a time span, of course. We can't spend all day with you. But we do give you a time span when we do go grocery shopping and we try to get in and get out. We have a grocery list that we want you to go by. And so, yeah, that's what we're doing. That is one of the biggest elements that I felt me adding on that to my reform camps will help a lot of people, you know, because they struggle in that area. They're like, I don't even know where to start. And they always feel like they got to eat broccoli and chicken. And I'm like, no, you don't. Like, let me show you how to gourmet this thing up, you know, because it's really important because realistically, you know, like we share this all the time, you know, we can give you a generic plan. We can give you a generic plan. Matter of fact, we've seen a lot of, no pun intended, man, but we see a lot of bodybuilders giving people these bodybuilding workout, food nutritional plans. And I'm like, sorry, but Crystal, she's not going to go by that in 3 weeks. She's not. But if I give her something and I say, hey, what do you like eating? Tell me everything you like eating. And we put that together and we make sure that your lifestyle, you don't even know you're missing it.
Yeah.
Because how we're putting it in there. And the thing is like, no, I'm not saying you can go have sodas and do all that. But we modify everything. And that's the thing is that we got to make it realistic for you. If you got a sweet tooth starting off your first week, I got to make sure your fruit is on point. You know, your dessert's on point, you know, and we using strawberries and Cool Whip, you know, because my thing is like, I don't want you to mess up because I know there's certain things and certain calories. So I really, really, really focus on that. And I truly believe if we stay in our calorie count, we stay in our micros, we stay in our fats, we do everything. I'm going to be honest with you. If you're putting good stuff in your body and it tastes good to you, that's what's supposed to happen. You know, so we just teach people literally that you can eat and live good, you know, because the health is in the wealth, and I don't feel like you have to have plain food at all.
So what advice would you give up and coming trainers?
Be serious about it.
Okay.
Be educated about it.
Okay.
That is the most important. You be educated. I don't feel like I'm the best trainer. Or I know everything in the world. I meet so many egotistical trainers that feel like they're the best that have ever walked out of the sky. And I'm like, dude, we still learning. And another thing is, you got so many diets and stuff that these people are trying, and you're in competition with this online because now you don't have to go into a gym. You got people that are getting this stuff online now that's giving them crazy stuff, you know. So. My thing is be knowledgeable about what exactly you're giving to these people, you know, and it's because you got to know who you're training.
Yeah.
Now, how I train you is not the same way I train Sydney.
Okay.
How I train Razor isn't the same. Razor trained with me when we did shoulders. I killed him, by the way. Woo! Yeah, anyways, but he trained with me. He worked out with me. I wouldn't dare go in and work out with Stephanie knowing that she has something going on, because that's the thing is knowing knowledge before you get in. When Stephanie contacted me and she said, Andrea, I want to come out. I said, what's wrong with you? The first thing I said, don't worry about it. I said, because I'm going to research first what you have going on. I don't care if you have diabetes, cancer, whatever. You got to get, you don't have to, you're not a doctor, but you are a doctor. So you got to go in and know the anatomy of the body. You got to go in and understand the medicines that they're taking. You know, I have people that I work with that have diabetes, that have cancer. I have a lady that's been working with me from MD Anderson. She has cancer. She's been having cancer for 3 years. She won't go to anybody else, not even the people at MD Anderson. And she'll just meet me just to sit in the sauna because it's a soul-filled moment, one. And then two, I know, like, that's the thing. Like, we sit and we go over stuff. Like, I research, and that's the thing. That's what people love. They love that personal feel of like, yo, this woman is going on there. She saw what type of cancer, what type of chemo I'm doing, and she sees what poison that they're putting in my body because she's not going to stop. And I say, well, this is the only way I can help you to get the poison out when you get out is let's go sweat this stuff out. And then I'm going to fuel you with this because that's what's so important. And that's why I would say for us as trainers, you got to be educated. And the thing is, like Razor, he got a 4-year degree behind it. I didn't, right? But that doesn't stop things from in my living room, from me getting online. Even my nutritionist, I'm telling you, she's a nurse. My nutritionist is a nurse. And the thing about her is that she smells cancer poison going in these kids' bodies every day. We sit and we research, we send stuff to each other. And so that's my thing is that I want to be able to be in a position to really show people you can live a holistic lifestyle without the medicine. So that's why I research so much. And that's why I'm so that is what I'll tell trainers. If that's to answer your question, I'll say, man, get educated. It's more than putting somebody in a gym and trying to kill them on burpees. Yeah. Like, it's so much more than that. You know, so I see trainers all the time saying, oh, I'm finna kill you in this workout. I've worked out with trainers and not even said anything to them. Let them give me meal plans, let them send me through their whole workout, and I'm bored. I'm bored because I'm like, you treat me just like you treated that same person that just came in here. Yeah. You understand what I'm saying? So to me, it's like you have to be every trainer. Like my one client I travel with, there's no way she's different than anybody that I work out with. Yeah. You know, she comes from a different culture. They do things differently. Yeah. And so I can't train her the way I train everybody else. And you have to adapt to personnel, one. Two, get ridiculously educated behind what you're doing. Yeah. Because every person's different. And if you cannot handle a person that is sick, that has diabetes, don't take on the responsibility because you want the money.
Yeah.
I'll have turned people down because I said I cannot give you my undivided time. I have turned them down, but it's because I don't want to be responsible. I just don't want to be responsible for that. And I believe as a trainer, I'm not only a trainer, I'm a mentor. This is my ministry.
Yeah.
You know, we fellowship together. I'm your life coach. I'm everything. I'm everything in one. Because you come to me and talk to me about your husband or your wife or your brother, your sister, they get on your nerves, and I'm all of that in one. And so before I take on that responsibility, trust me, I'm about consulting first. And anybody that has ever trained with me, that's the first thing we do. We sit and we consult, and I make sure that our spirits match one another too, because sometimes it's not a good fit. Yeah,
that's good stuff. Good stuff. Mr. Smooth, I'm coming this way. What is your greatest accomplishment of now as a trainer? As a trainer, and where do you see yourself in the next 5 years?
I got a few. Let's see.
That's a great question.
Okay, well.
You better see yourself in refuel.
I got
That's
one.
what you better see yourself.
I got one. Okay. Greatest accomplishment recently, I would say I had a client. He came to me, I think it was the year before last. He met me through the boot camp. And he reached out to Miss Everline, and he was like, yo, I want to train. And he was like, but I want to train with Razor, though. She was like, well, I don't know. I'm going to ask him. So she asked me, and I was like, yeah, what he talking about? She was like, well, he want to train. And she told me who it was, and it was a younger guy. So at first I was like, I don't want to deal with this, because I've been doing this for a long time, and you know how it is. There's a certain flow. Young people do it for a little bit. It's just a trend to them. The older people, a little more stable, so you can rely on them. So he hit her up again later on, and she hit me back again. I was like, all right, what he trying to do? He was like, hey, I just want to train. I was like, all right, I'm going to call him. She kept telling me, call him. So I called him, and we spoke. He was like, well, I want to train with you for 6 months, and I could pay you up front. I'm like, up front? He sounds serious, because if you pay me up front, you don't show up, that's like you. So it don't matter to me, I'm going to get my money. But he came the first day, walked in the gym, pulled out the money out of sock, and hand me the money. And we started training from that point. Mike was 355 pounds.
Mike is also a part of our refuel team, too.
Yeah, 355. When I was done with money, he was 191. Wow. Had abs, everything. At first, he was like, man, I don't think I'm built to have abs. I told him, give me some time, brother. I got you. He eventually started calling me the mad scientist, because, like how she said, we do things specific, and his workout was specific for him. It was extreme, but, he would show up every day. He'd be mad at me some days, walk out of the gym, and even talk to me. I'm like, all right, Mike. Mike would just give me a look. I was like, I'm good. But, I mean, he went from 355 to 191. And it was like night and day, man. So that was one of the biggest accomplishments for me, because you see the change in a person's attitude. You see the change in a person's confidence. You see the change in how they treat other people just because, they feel better about themselves. And that's a big thing about training, man. Like she said, you got to click with a person. When you click with a person, it makes it so much easier, because you're dealing with them day in, day out. They look up to you. They reach out to you. They give you information all the time. And me and Money, we were like a team, man. It didn't even feel like I was training a client. He come in there trying to teach me the new dances. And we had fun. We had a good time. And that was a great accomplishment, man.
And he became a part of Refuel. Mike is right now, he's recovering. They found a tumor in his mouth, mouth that was about to affect his eyesight. I know he's watching right now. Hey, Mike. But Mike is he's a marketing guy for us, and Mike is amazing. And Mike was like, he gets on my nerves, but he's like, you cannot live without me, Andrea. You can't live without me. And I'm like, you know what, Mike? Mike is younger, but Mike went to my school, my college I went to. Mm-hmm. So it was kind of like both of us. We both went to Stephen F. Austin. So it was like a family right away, So we were like, come on in, right? And so he's the younger one of the group, but he has degree. Everybody on my team is degreed, by the way. It ain't just no certificates. We degreed around here.
So with you, Miss Everline, what is your biggest accomplishment to now besides being Oprah's personal trainer?
Oprah.
Hey, Oprah.
Yeah, she's Oprah's trainer, y'all.
This guy. Wait a minute. Okay. My biggest accomplishment is I don't know.
Can't get no bigger than Oprah.
My biggest accomplishment is this guy, man. He threw me off. My biggest accomplishment, one of them was when I moved to Los Angeles. Yeah, that was my biggest accomplishment. When I went to Los Angeles, I didn't have nothing in my pocket. I lived homeless for a while to chase my dreams. And to be able to be here now on your show and to be able to continue to interview in different places and for people to want to know what I have going on is a beautiful thing. But my biggest accomplishment is going for it, actually, when I moved and made that commitment to get on a plane and move to LA. And I made that decision to say I wasn't going to return back the same, and I didn't. And I will continue to say that. So every chance I get, I don't want to return the same. Every year, I told Razor this. I always tell him this. I say, every year, if you don't see me getting better, you hold me accountable, because that's my responsibility as the leader of this company, but also a leader of my son, of my community, and that's who I am. Yeah. So my biggest accomplishment is when I said yes to getting on a plane, pursuing my dreams, and really going against my fears. Wow. And so, yeah, I was homeless in LA as a woman, and it was very scary. And that was one of the best times ever, actually, because I was fearful, but I was like, I knew I was going to be okay. Yeah. And so now, being able to be here and to be able to share these moments with such beautiful people is a blessing to me. So this is my biggest accomplishment of going forward.
Well, real quick, D, tell us yours.
Mine? Not to sound arrogant, but myself, really. Being able to train myself, change myself, my mindset, by far right now is the biggest accomplishment. That's what's up.
Well, it was a pleasure having you guys, Mr. Smooth, Lil D, Miss Everline.
Big bro.
We run out of time, so we can't interview Kevin Hart. We get him next week.
Oh God.
And thank you for tuning into the Al Rucker Show.
Project Community in Midtown Bell Bonds would like to thank everyone coming out to the Project B2S, the back to school event on last week. We had much success with giving out free backpacks and school supplies. Stay tuned for what's coming up next for our giving thanks. We would also like to thank the R3fuel team and Miss Andrea Everline. If you are interested, please check out her website, R3fuel.org. Also, check out Dolce Ultra Lounge and Bistro. We're a part of Houston Restaurants Week all the way until September 5th. For more details, join us online at www.dolcehouston.com. And as always, the Al Rucker Show is brought to you by Midtown Bell Bonds, open 24 hours for your convenience. No bond is too big or too small. 713-752-BOND, 713-752-2663. From everyone in studio, Mr. Rucker, Crystal, and myself, and Ben, we wish everyone a safe and happy weekend. Stay cool, stay safe, and we'll be back next week on the Al Rucker Show.
KKBQ HD2, Pasadena, Houston. Broadcasting from the historic KCOH Radio Studio.